Okay. You know what they need to do with these Roshambo? I mean, with these Roshambo spells. Um, they need to make them available for not just PvP but PvE as well. Yes, I said it. They need to make these spells not just for PvP but for PvE as well. Since since Death Gen is no longer since Death Gen is no longer is no longer for PvE. Why don't they just why don't they just make it why don't they just make it for PvE, yeah, make it for PvE as well, since you can no longer use Death Gen Death Gen in PvP. Um, but yeah, all schools Rochambeau spells, um they need to make all school Rochambeau spells not just for PvP but for but yeah but for PvE as well. Um, since some of the Rochambeau spells are not allowed in PvE. I mean, since some of the Rochambeau spells are not allowed in PvP, why don't they just use them for PvE too, not just for PvP? Since since um, some of the Rochambeau spells um, have been canceled have been canceled out for PvP. Why don't they just just use some of the Rochambeau spells for all schools um, for PvE as well? Because um when they nerfed some of the Rochambeau spells, um since Death Gen you can no longer use for PvP. Why not they use it for PvE as well, and not just and not just and not just PvP. I think I think this would be I think this would be a good idea for PvE players um to use the Rochambeau spells for PvE and not just PvP.